We're live.
Right now?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Positive. Stop stream. It says it's connecting.
Wait, did you nickname the video?
Oh crap.
I'm dead.
Yeah. No. It says Panda Crew live stream. Dude, what do you want to nickname it?
It's Gaming and Tackle episode 1.
Gaming Attack?
I hope that you don't capitalize any of the letters, any of the words, and that you misspell the whole thing so we can burn it home.
Gaming Attack 1?
Gaming and Tackle episode 1. Did you capitalize any of that?
No.
It's Gaming and Tackle episode 1.
I thought you said and attack. Okay.
And a tag.
I thought you said attack.
Oh man. At the beginning of episode 1. Yes. What happened? we misspelled it badly. Not to mention H3 put that video after I've been sitting here researching this topic for a week. You know, I put a few hours into it so we can talk about it. And you know, they put out a video.
Okay, I'm putting in random shit and talking about the history of our channel, or the reason we brought it up, or the reason we made our channel run.
Huh?
You write the description. Fuck, I don't know.
Well, you don't have to put it in the description right now. Just add the tag. I'll put in the tags and the stuff later.
All right, we'll fix it up later.
With the link to Noel Plum's channel.
Network quality problem. Nice.
Ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Alright, so episode 1 of Gaming and Tackle. Oh, thank Jesus.
I don't even know if they can see us right now. Hold up.
What are you checking? Wait,
there's no way that's what Panda looks like. Yeah,
Wait, who is it?
It's me, Malby. Never knew Panda is a fact. Good to know.
You bastard! Tell him not I have a 4XL shirt on. What an ugly son of... Oh, I'm gonna kill him, dude.
I'm fucking
Dude,
dead.
why didn't he just look up any of my wrestling videos? I'm not actually that big.
I don't know, but I'm fucking dead. I can't even see the video, but I know they can see us because fucking audience comments.
I'm done.
I'm so fucking happy.
You bastard. That's what you just wrote?
Yeah.
Can they hear?
No wonder why his name is Big A Panda.
What'd he say?
He said, no wonder why your name is Big A Panda.
I weighed fucking 160 my freshman year of high school.
Bro,
I wrestled 106. I wrestled 170 pounds.
Bro,
I weighed like 160.
I'm dead as fuck. Hold up.
Right.
Did you fuck up my class? You son of a bitch. You took out my other class.
Yeah.
I
removed the one that sucked. Anyways, Gaming and Tackle episode 1. Brother. Dude, bless up.
Brother.
Thank
Brother.
Mamaw.
Brother.
Dude, chill the fuck out, okay? We're trying to give thanks. Motherfucker, Thanksgiving was yesterday, okay? Thank Grandma, okay? Right? And everyone who supports us and shit.
Oh,
but specifically, thank Grandma for helping us out.
Oh,
with getting this mic and this camera, dude. This freaking face camera. Oh my god, Bill, your gameplay looks like trash hole.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Dude, what is this? Wait, wait, just stop moving for a second. Hold on. Can the computer not handle all of it at the same time?
Actually, I think it's because we're using Wi-Fi on too many games.
What do you mean Wi-Fi on too many games?
It can handle these two things. Those two things are no big deal. I think it's because that's wireless right now. That's wireless right now, and it's raining.
Wait, your Xbox isn't plugged in right now?
It's plugged in, but it won't take it.
Oh, dude, you gotta fix that. It's gonna goof the.
Alright.
Alright,
It's just gaming, so fuck it. Why not Battle Block?
Alright, Battle Block Theater. Fuck! Alright, well, anyways, okay.
We're trying our best here.
This first episode, there are gonna be a lot of difficulties.
We're testing the waters. I mean, see, that looks okay.
For a moment. Alright, so anyways,
I still can't fucking see this video.
Alright, so anyways, we got 3 topics today. Okay. So, we got trans age. We're going to be talking about, for our second topic, the future of the channel, and hopefully improving the quality of our videos, since now we have a camera and a mic.
You don't know it, but we're going to be improving our videos real soon.
Hopefully.
No, not hopefully, we will be.
Hopefully.
No, you will be.
Alright.
Something is on its way.
And then our third topic.
Something is on its way.
And then our third topic is why we started the channel. Why we're going to put ourselves through public humiliation.
It's a lot more than public humiliation. There's humiliation right there. I can't fucking speak.
Anyways, next. Okay, let's go on the first topic. So our first topic is trans age.
Did I not sign in? Hold up.
Alright, trans age, bud. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. In the words of Machine Gun Kelly, let's talk about it. Alright, so trans age, Bill. You watch any videos this week or anything about it? You do any of the research that you were supposed to do, Bill? Or was I the only one that did research?
You tasked me with finding questions and finding another topic. The only problem is, the other topics we can't talk about right now. So we can go on and talk about the shit I would.
Wait. Can I? Oh, shit. Dude, I have to sign in. I have to use my password to sign in now. I hate you so much.
Stop.
What?
Don't fucking stop. Press B. Jesus. Show more.
What?
Go down. Shit.
Alright, you figure that out. What?
What's going on?
Alright, anyways, trans age, first topic, Jesus Christ. So, there's been a lot of talk on YouTube and social media and the news about trans age people, and you would want to say that it's semi-controversial, but in reality it's not. It seems like a much more one-sided topic, because it feels more like 90% of people are like, what's wrong with you? And the other 10% are divided 50-50 between I am trans age and I don't have a problem with it. And
I don't want this. Why are there 3 controllers? There's only 2.
Relax. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out. Anyways, trans age is someone who identifies as an age other than them. Yeah, I know it sounds weird. It's kind of like it basically comes from being transgender. People who are transgender, it's like it's opened the gate for people who are like, if you identify as a girl but you're born a boy, then why do I have to be 30 but identify as a 20-year-old? Well, the extreme people are like, where most people are saying are pedophiles, are the people who are going from 60 to 12. And then they're trying to date 16-year-olds. It's like, there's so many messed up things there. I don't even want to start talking about it. But the next part of, the next one, so these are like just the general definitions right now. There's kindergender, who is an adult who feels like a kid trapped in an adult body, who may also be attracted to kids. So kindergender is definitely an adult who feels like a kid trapped in an adult's body. And these are all super rough definitions. Like, there's no real definitions really anywhere. If you look up these words, like, you find there's so few websites that even want to host these words for people to give an idea of a definition. Clover gender. An adult who feels like a kid trapped in an adult body and is attracted to kids. From what I found online, this is what it sounds like. Clover gender are adults who think that they're kids trapped in adult bodies who are attracted to kids, which is where most of the people come out and say they're pedophiles. So it's not necessarily someone who says they're trans age. Trans age has two sides to it. People who are old and say that they're young, and people who are young and say that they're old. And not everyone who says that they're trans age is necessarily a pedophile or clover gender. There are kids in middle school and high school who identify as trans age, and they say that I'm a 16-year-old, or I'm a 6-year-old trapped in a 16-year-old's body, or I'm a 40-year-old trapped in an 18-year-old's body. And it's not everyone who says that they're trans age is a pedophile. It's not like that. It's people who are clover gender are people who are against the whole trans age idea. That's who these people are really trying to go after. So they're not trying to go after everyone who says that they're trans age, even though it comes off like that, because they haven't said the right stuff. They're trying to go after people who say they're clover gender because they don't want adults identifying as kids being attracted to kids. It sounds pretty bad.
Who would want that? Mouthy, stop texting me, Jesus.
The last one is age fluid. Someone whose age they identify as constantly changes, identifying as someone, or identifying as their own age sometimes, younger or older. So it's somebody who, it's the same thing as gender fluid. Like, you constantly identify as different things. If you're age fluid, like right now you could be identifying as a 16-year-old. In 30 minutes you identify as a 40-year-old, and by dinner time you identify as a 112-year-old man or whatever. You could be transgender and trans age. I don't know. You could be age fluid and gender fluid. I don't know. Okay. The two sides of the topic, like I said before, unfortunately you can't go after everyone with the trans age ideology, because while some identify as younger, some identify as older. So that's been like the biggest draw from the videos, from the websites, from the news, like reading about this, doing the research on it, is all these people seemingly attack everyone who says that they're trans age. But in reality, there are people who identify as trans age who are younger identifying as older. And it's a real problem. You're going after a 16-year-old who identifies as 40 and calling them pedophile when they're not necessarily attracted to children.
Well, they are attracted to children because they're attracted to people that are age and older.
Maybe not. You don't know. You haven't talked to them. You haven't asked them. They could be 16 identifying as 40, attracted to someone who's 35.
I just said their age or older.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just said their age or older.
Well, if they're 16, if a 40-year-old's trying to go with 16-year-olds, it's still a little off. But basically, like the biggest thing that needs to be said is trans age has two sides to it: older people and the younger people, and people who keep attacking everyone who says that they're trans age. It's really messed up. Like, you really feel bad for like these younger people who try to identify as older. The people who identify as older when they're younger, like middle schoolers, high schoolers, college kids even, they say that their maturity level is much higher than someone who naturally acts their age. Me and Bob were having a conversation just before we started this, and what were you saying, Bob?
Normally the older people that I talk to say I have an old soul. I don't know if that means I'm more mature than my age or I have the same ideas, I guess, as them. But they seem to like me more than other people my age. And they act a little older than I am, I guess.
Right. They say you act more mature. You act more like someone who was born kind of like in a different era, like 10, 20 years earlier. And so they try to use like their maturity, their like how they act, basically how they say that they think, to say like I'm not 14, I'm like 25-year-old trapped in a 14-year-old's body. I'm a 60-year-old trapped in a 16-year-old's body. I think it's equally odd to look at both sides of the coin. Like, not everyone who's trans age is also not everyone who's trans age is also Clover gender. Like, not everyone who says that they are a 14-year-old trapped in a 16-year-old's body is attracted to children. I bet it's a hard fact for people to swallow, but not everyone who says that they're younger than they are is attracted to younger people. It's hard pills to swallow. Volume 2. Hashtag that. No, but sometimes that's just how it be. Another one of the weirder parts to this is people who ask how to act. People who change how they act to match the age that they describe themselves as, the age that they identify as. So, like, I've seen some weird messages. I don't know if they're doctored in any way, if they're real or not. But I have heard people make the comments of people asking how to act the age that they say they identify as. And there are people out there who do try to identify younger by acting younger. So there are people out there, not necessarily. We were making jokes about lollies. Don't go looking that up. That's some terrible anime stuff right there.
I don't know. What do you mean anime? That's some pedophilia shit.
That's some hentai. No, but
I haven't even looked it up yet. Okay. You have fun in there.
Hey, anyone can go in that bathroom, bro. Go in that bathroom. Hey, you are a man or a woman. Get in there.
I'm alright.
Hey, identify as a 40-year-old.
My room. Fuck you.
Have the strength to get in there. No, but there are people out there who are like, say, 45. Dude, that guy could identify as like an 8-year-old. You see the way he ran out of that room?
He's like, no.
He was like,
no, he's like, you're not my dad.
You're not my dad. No, but people who identify as like an 8-year-old, but they're 60.
Oh, Jesus.
She must save that guy. They go out of their way to, like, they use shorter sentences. They use less complicated words. They will even dress in diapers if they identify as at the age of like 1, 2, 3, or 4. Not all people do this. Again, not everyone who identifies as trans age tries to act at a younger age, but there are people out there who do try to act younger, like people who are like, older people who try to act like a 14-year-old. They try to become very overdramatic, very argumentative, very rebellious, and then they go out of their way to like try not to work and stuff. It's like you gotta remember there's both sides of this.
That's one ugly man.
Everyone who talks about trans age people, the fuck down. No. We're not trying to attack people right now.
I'm not attacking. I'm just saying that's a pretty ugly man. That priest is touching me while I'm knocked out. He has a flashlight and he's going through my shit. I'm a little worried.
Jesus.
He's touching me. You don't want me. Alright,
let's get past this. Next part. Oh yeah, they also wear child edition smaller clothes. Could this be mental illness? Is there any merit to it? My personal opinion, I wouldn't give any merit to anyone who's trying to identify their age as younger than 21. As soon as you try to get under 21, it starts to feel more like it starts to feel a little more like you're aiming for children than you are necessarily trying to fix your, identify as a different age. I don't know. I can wrap my head around the concept of people trying to be a different age. Not becoming like a lot younger, like trying to act like at a different age. Legally, I don't think that I would never let someone legally change their age. But if they want to act a different age within reason, I don't understand really what it would look like. But I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to oust people like that and like attack someone like that. Like tell them like what you're doing is wrong. I can see a 16-year-old having the knowledge of a 25-year-old. I can see a 25-year-old not having the knowledge of a freaking 4-year-old. Like there's some dumb people out there. At the same time, there's some young people that are really smart. Like this guy right here. This guy, he looks like he don't even know how to walk. No, I'm kidding.
He's gonna jump at me. I'm going to bed.
And apparently the guy doesn't know how to eat either. Man, looks like he's about to die. Whoa, what? This guy's watching, Bill. Wait, go in there and watch with him. No. Go in there and watch with him. Oh, there's another guy in here. What the hell's that guy wearing?
Why does he have duct tape on his face?
Is that duct tape or panties? I can't tell. Get closer. We gotta get closer. We gotta know.
Let me see you. Let me see your face.
Oh!
That man's ugly. Let me see your face, child. Let me see it. My neck is twitching right now.
That dude looks like he's got a leather face. Alright.
Look at this dude.
This is the whole point.
Oh my god.
This is the whole point of gaming attack. We'll talk about tough issues and game at the same time.
Look at this man. This man's an
talk about different issues and tackle them and game at the same time.
These motherfuckers crazy.
I'm dead.
I'm just sneak on.
What do you think, Bill? Would you ever give any merit to people who try to change their age? Do you have any restrictions on? What are your thoughts?
Again, I think it all depends. Like, if people want to act like children, they can't. I mean, shit. I work at Taco Bell. I see that all the time, where people act like little children, walking in the store, like making a fuss, leaving a huge mess, and then going, "Oops." Your job. You do it. But the entire family will watch and make huge messes, and I think they'll all
your batteries are over. Why did you plug it in beforehand?
It had plenty of battery beforehand, and we were testing everything. So I see it all the time. Like, people act like children all the time.
Right. What would be like your, like, is there any?
If someone was trying to change their age and then, you know, be a pedophile, then no.
Okay, so to start off with, what's your stance on it? Do you feel different about someone going from young to old and someone going old to young?
I mean, I wouldn't feel different if they were a close friend of mine. I would accept them for it. But
is there any limit? Is there any limit to how young?
You didn't want to get there. That being said, I would have to cut it off at like 18. Because after you hit 18, 18 is when you legally become an adult. In the United States of America, 18 is the age when you legally become an adult. Legally. Technically, yes. 21, either age, and it's like full circle bullshit. But 18 is when you can, you know, you get charged for big boy shit.
Right.
So I'd have to say 18. I don't know what I'm supposed to do after this.
Stream looks a little lag-a-dagging on your PC.
It is.
What did Mickey say?
Why is the stream only 720p? Well, right now, we're working with the best we got. We're working on making it better. We're working on making it better. But right now, we're working on the best we got. They're only going to see this afterwards, so.
Oh, that was Pete that commented that?
Yeah, it is.
Shift click. Okay, so.
No. I'm not looking at
for mental illness, do you think it could be a mental illness? What do you think? Is it? What do you? Hey, come on.
We let Pete fix this shit.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's a real thing? Would you classify it as a mental illness? Would you ask people to help? Would you?
I don't know if it could be. It could be like PTSD. Or nostalgic, I guess. People like to feel the way they did when they were younger. So why not act like the way they? Why not act the way they did when they were younger?
The most realistic way to describe trans age. Technically, trans age could be a thing. Technically, trans age exists. Like, I want to say it's super. There's a super small number of people that could ever be a part of this, that could ever literally say like that they are literally trans age. It would be the only way that you could say it is people who, you feel me? People who went into a coma at a very young age and didn't wake up for a very long time.
Sure.
I mean, on a technical standpoint, like, literally, on a technicality, trans age exists. If you, like, say you were, like, 6 years old and you went into, like, you got into an accident or something, you went into a coma, and now you're 26, you're literally a 6-year-old trapped in a 26-year-old's body.
Well, that happened.
This dude is not okay with the shit that we just said. This is like everybody who ever sees this video and is like, did you just say a 6-year-old in a 26-year-old's body? And then after we hit them with those facts, and then their head like turns on the right way, and then they're like, oh god, they're right. They're so right. It exists. I mean, technically you can't say trans age doesn't exist. Okay. Anyone who says that trans age doesn't exist entirely, give them a swift kick to the dick or vagina or whatever they identify as. I'm not saying do it in a pompous ass way. I'm saying tell them literally Literally just tell them, like, in a nice tone, okay? But technically, people are trans age. Technically, it exists. Okay? I don't know anyone that identifies as trans age.
Are we not gonna, you know...
Talk about the guy who just fell on the shaft?
Yeah.
I don't think he wanted to accept the 6-year-old and 26-year-old's body. I mean, dude, an 8-year-old who's in a coma for 50 years and wakes up in a 58-year-old body. You're an 8-year-old and a 58-year-old.
That's a long fall. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. But, like, again, like, somebody who's younger, waking up in another person's body, giving them the identity, I mean, literally, like, you can't blame them for that. It's a real thing. Last part of this, we're trying to raise their age. Yeah. Okay, the last part I got on this, unless you have anything to add to it right now.
I'm more worried about the men just bolting across the room.
Alright, the last part of this...
Again, I'm playing the game, you're talking right now.
When we go back and we fix the... the description of the video, because we didn't have a chance before, we'll add in all of the extra descriptions and stuff. There are 2 links that we're going to put down there, and one of them is going to be for Noel Plum, who was who's another YouTuber, the first person whose video that I felt like a real connection with, like I really went in depth with it. Like I mean, I didn't do the video with him. I mean, watching the video, like I felt a real connection. Like I really felt like I understood everything that he was saying. Definitely gonna link that down there. I'd probably watch this video 2 or 3 times, along with numerous other videos, and just to try to like get like how people feel about this. And like we went through a whole bunch of websites to like try to do research and stuff. The only one that we really got anything from, or the only website that we have to give more information on it is from USA Today, which will also include a link below. It's for this this case that everyone has been talking about. It's kind of like been the buzz of the last like week and a half, and that's kind of like stirred the whole trans age debate, because people go out of their way to say trans age is crazy, trans age is for pedophiles, trans age is for lunatics, and then you have this guy who's legally battling right now. He's a 69-year-old legally battling to change his age to 49. And his remarks, well, the description on their website, there's a 1.5-minute video on it where he talks about it.
Jesus, no, Jesus! Oh God!
he said, the hell are you doing in there, boy? He said, come here, boy.
I want to fight you. No! No!
It's like you're the trans age, and that's everyone coming after your house.
No!
Right,
No!
Can he get through there?
No.
Okay, but a Dutchman. Okay, so a Dutchman is suing his local government in the Netherlands after they refused to change his actual age to the age he identifies with. And I really don't want to mess up. I super don't want to butcher his name, but Viers Mercer Morrison. It says Viers Mercer Morrison has a story. So you go there, you watch this 1.5-minute video. The guy's gonna talk about it. Basically, the guy, his intentions seemed crude, like the way he described it. Him talking about he wants to be 20 years younger to help get Tinder dates. But the stuff that he talks about behind it, he said like once he changes his age, like he'll stop taking his pension. and he'd go back to working again. He said the way he described it in some of his videos, it was like he said like he wanted to like take his life back. He said that he wanted to have like a life again. Like he said that when you're 69, like there's not much to look forward to. You're just sitting there, you're saving up money, you're giving it to your kids, and like there's not much to look forward to in life. But he said when you're 49, right, you're less than halfway through the average like 100-year lifespan. You have a lot to look forward to. There's still a lot of things you can do. There's still a lot of like things to do with your life. It's like when he talks about it, like it feels really understandable. When I guess he talked to the judge about it, the biggest part that he put forward in his case, at least in the news, kind of like circles around, is him comparing the trans age to the transgender movement and saying if people can change their sex based on how they identify, why can't someone else change their age? Saying that something that used to be impossible, something that they said was impossible for like tens of thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years, is suddenly possible. And so he's like, if you can do this, why can't I do this? And the judge said that he felt leniency for him. The guy's name is Rattleband, and he seemingly got sympathy from the judge for talking about and comparing the two movements. I mean, what do you think, bro? What do you think? I mean, comparing transgender to trans age. Enthralled in the game.
I'm trying not to die here.
You're terrified of transgenderism? You're
not,
terrified of transageism?
Not what I had. That's not what I said.
You're terrified of the dark?
In this game, yes. I'm witnessing like people trying to attack me.
You're terrified of hentai? Shame on you. No.
I mean, shit.
Alright, so... Alright, well, Bill's out of it right now. Basically, final thoughts on it. Technically, trans age is a real thing. You can't say it's not a real thing. Specifically because even though it's a very small number of people out there, there are people who can identify as trans age. They're not identifying as trans age the same way that you think they are. They're not really old people identifying as young people. It's people who literally were in a coma that were blank age, came back, and now they're a blank age, but mental capacity wise, to see like where this legal battle goes is going to be interesting. If the guy wins, like, what do you think? Do you think it's possible the guy could win, Bill?
If the guy wins, that's good for him. I mean,
changes his name from 69, or his age from 69
to 69.
69! No.
If he changes his age, the Tinder date thing, I don't really understand. I mean, yeah, you can find love, I guess. There's some people out there, young people out there that.
Well, he said, like, if you're 69, nobody's gonna message you on Tinder. But if you're 49, then you still seen as like a spry dude. You can be picking up some 25-year-old hotties, like some 30-year-old women.
Yeah, the job thing, the working thing, I can understand because I mean, like, other than like a hobby, what else are you gonna do? Other than exactly what you said, save money, give it to kids. The job thing I can understand because I don't know how people do that. Like once they hit a certain age, you just stop doing everything. Like to me, that would be pretty boring.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like once his legal battle goes through, it's, because it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. Like if he goes and does this, if it goes through, it works for him. It's good for him. And I mean, I don't know if I can think of another case where something like this would be appropriate. What I can say is, at the same time that it would be like quote unquote like progressive, you would like understand it. I understand like there are people who really are trans age. As far as legally changing the age, the problem with it is it sets a precedent. And if it goes through, right, it's easy to it's easier to create a precedent than it is to kind of overturn a precedent. At least like looking at it legally. Like if he changes his age from 49 to, or if he changes his age from 69 to 49, that's a 20-year jump. And but at the same time, if it happens, right, legally, like looking at it from a legal standpoint, people who go and argue this case in the future, if it happens, like what if somebody then tries to get their age changed from 25 to 15? That's a 10-year jump.
Well, yeah,
and at the same time, like it does, like I get it, it turns them into a minor, but at the same time, there's already a precedent out there for a 20-year change. This person's only asking for a 20-year change. You see what I'm saying? Like it's gonna get real messy real quick. Like the people who start to push the envelope, because it's gonna be the same way like with transgender. Like still there's so many people out there that will never accept, that don't accept transgender, but it's like there's so many people out there who do now.
I just thought about this
like because of a legal standard. Yeah.
Think about military. Some jobs in the military you have to be between 18 and 40 something.
Right.
So what if you legally change your age? You're 60 something working on a work site that's meant for 40-year-olds.
And you're back in the saddle, dude.
The problem is that what happens if you seriously get hurt because you were actually over age for where you were working?
Well, I mean, they can't hold it against him. It's not his legal age.
True, but still.
So that brings up, it doesn't matter. Legally, he's not.
Legally, yes, but I mean,
they're still gonna have to. The government's still gonna have to pay for this stuff. But yeah, I mean, there's a huge gray area that you have to start poking around in as soon as you. Like if it happens, if people start to change their ages, it's gonna be wild. Like to think about that stuff, to think about where it's gonna go next. Well, you need to move, dude. You've been.
Bro, some priest dude or some dude that looks like the priest that was touching me is walking around here.
The priest touched you?
The one that was like searching me when the pig man threw me out the window.
Did you get his number?
No.
Shit. Remember what it looks like?
Gee, God damn it, Drew!
You begged for that. You literally just begged for that to happen. It's all your fault.
I thought I turned them on. Can I fight you? Can I fight you?
That's one ugly dude.
I can't fight you. You know what? Kill me.
What age do you think that dude identifies as?
15.
He's gonna let all that angsty anger, all that angsty rage.
Edgy anger.
Edgy anger.
Oh, fuck me.
Alright, you ready to move on? You ready to go to the second topic?
Can we change the game?
Can we change the game? Alright, yeah, change the game.
This shit's pissing me off. I don't...
Go for it. How far into are we? How far into the video are we?
Oh, let's see. I can't tell.
Son of a bitch. Dude, just move the thing across your phone and see how far you are.
Just move it all the way back?
Yeah, just drag it. Drag it, Aggin.
If it'll let me.
Dude, you're like not even...
44 minutes in.
44 minutes. Okay, well the other ones are going to go semi-fast. Switch games.
Alright.
It's up to you, whatever you want to play.
Well, the problem is that whatever I play has to be like a low resolution game.
Battlefield? No, Fortnite's low resolution game.
Let's see if Cluster Truck will be.
Are you freaking dumb? You think Cluster Truck's going to be a low resolution game?
Let's find out. Let's find out.
Whatever. Alright, let's go. Topic.
Alright, so future
Topic
video.
goes on, y'all. It's 2 years. No. We're on the YouTube place.
Too much.
Topic 2 is videos and schedule. The future of the channel. We're working on it. Like we say every day in the Discord channel, we're working on it. We'll link the Discord in the bio below too.
As soon as I went on here, fucking stream. I'm watching us right now because we're the most fluent moving things like that. I don't fucking know. Yeah, we move very smoothly and it's making us choppy. So I'm gonna find a game that doesn't make.
I hope the audio at least comes through okay.
Mine is coming through perfectly.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You know,
But
let's fuck around with Minecraft.
okay, for the future videos and schedule, we work on it every day in the Discord at least as much as we can. Booby works like every weekday, sometimes on the weekends. So apparently.
No, it's because I got things to me off.
Oh.
And you called me Booby?
Yeah.
But excuse me?
Excuse me.
Mother.
Bob Dacious.
Mother.
Bob Central.
Bob Central. Mother. Yeah.
We already have a bunch of videos that we could record. And then we have some that we need to finish building, like our Minecraft video for frickin' Forager. Which has been in the works for freaking 3 weeks. I just have that one massive build that I need to finish.
You see the name?
You still got a few hours. Ren and Stimpy. Well, which one are you, Ren or Stimpy?
Well, Ren is Ren, and I'm Stimpy, because that was a funny name that I could think of on the spot.
Got him.
This is what we do.
We're gonna be making some Fortnite compilations, please God, soon. Soon.
I still need to send you the game first. You've been asking for like a month now. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, Minecraft. We got all kinds of Minecraft videos that we're gonna put up. He's gonna be working on weekdays. I'm also gonna be doing research for the next one of these videos, which we plan on to do.
At night, I'm gonna try to do live streams. I do have to work out every night as well, and do the practice ASVAB test and study for that. So.
Because you're going where?
Military.
Military.
I'm trying to. I have to lose like 30 pounds though.
30 more pounds.
30 more pounds, yeah.
the last thing on the note, literally the last thing on the note, anyone wants to zoom that in later. Wait, what does it say? What does it say?
I can't tell.
Okay, right here. Apologize for the trash connection on previous videos. Well, you see what happens.
And this video. You can't do about this video.
Well, you see what happens is sometimes, for some reason, our internets suck ass.
So, major ass.
Some reason, they suck. And we have a couple videos that are like that. We apologize for it profusely. But like, I'll get on my knees. I'll make it up to you if I have to.
This man.
Battle Block Theater. Once we figure out how to more adequately stream that or post up a video of it. We love Battle Block Theater. We've tried it a long time.
I mean, I beat the game. I've like reset my game like 3 times.
But we're gonna double A. We're gonna double A that shit.
I know. We're gonna double A everything.
We're gonna double A plus everything in the whole game, whole damn game. And then
it gets too hard for us.
And then we're gonna play hard mode, and then it'll be too hard, and then we'll cry. We'll cry while we play it.
We're gonna get them double A's, I swear.
We're gonna spend like 100 hours watching people's playthroughs trying to do it.
Wow. How did you do this?
It's gonna be like they have the one weapon that you still have unlocked, and you're like, no, Bill, Pikachu face.
Yeah. Where am I? I don't remember this. I remember me being like so upset when we did this the first time that I went on. I made a world said I'm dying for the live stream. In the live stream.
Oh yeah, in the in the spooky craft streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a little house that I made. Only you didn't see it, but this is a little area I made for myself.
That's trash.
It is trash. It's because I'm dying. We just like we went on like a streak of like dying like 8 times in a row for this.
Oh yeah, because we basically spawned on a freaking island with no resources.
Yeah. Well, no. I traveled to this island. Like I was done. I was like, I'm going away. I'm hiding away. I'm going on an island. I'm lighting it up. Ain't nothing gonna touch me. I swear to God.
Except that freeze.
Yeah. How lucky we got to me.
Okay. Also, be prepared for the references, the jokes.
Can't forget about like your extra jokes too.
Dude, like, what are some of the things that we're gonna be bringing up being constant? South Park. You better get beyond prepared for your South Park.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. No. Old comedies, dude. Old cartoons.
Eating the red chicken, you are the best big brother in the whole wide world.
Priest jokes.
Priest jokes.
Pedophile jokes.
Constant. Dude, shut the we are making pedophile jokes, dude.
What are priests doing right
now? If you
now?
don't stop making the pedophile... Okay.
What are priests doing right now? What are they doing?
What are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me all priests are kindred gender?
No, I'm saying that your jokes are...
Are you saying that all priests are kindred gender?
No, I'm saying your jokes are more toward, priests being pedophiles.
Hey, I joke about South Park too.
The South Park also made a joke about that, but you were making jokes about that before South Park did, so...
Yeah,
it was bad. It was every day I saw it was bad.
Because it's every day, bro.
It was every day. And then South Park came out with it, and he fucking lost it.
Real soon, we should have...
Oh, well, you fucking retarded. Guess what?
How long ago did we lose connection?
Oh, not too long ago. We lost connection to the Xbox.
Oh, they can still hear us?
Yeah, they can still hear us and everything. I was just playing. They couldn't see anything.
Oops.
So.
Yeah, we're just sitting here staring at you jump around an island, and it's like,
they're not seeing a damn thing, so... Hey, there we go. Now they're back.
Oh my god, what was that? What was that? Wait, look at it on stream.
Woo!
Did it not happen?
It's not happening yet. We're waiting for it to happen on our stream.
We're staring at the stream for the stream. Oh god! Oh, it was so nasty.
It's so bad.
Dude, the stream. How far behind is the stream right now? 30 seconds.
It's a good.
Oh my fuck! Bill, fix that. Dude, stop. Oh my god, it's like AIDS. It's visual AIDS. It's not the kind of AIDS Jared was trying to give you. It's real AIDS. Oh my god.
Yes!
Stop, please, God. Oh my god, if there's a hell, you found it. Stop, dude, seriously, stop before people stop watching. You're so gross. Dude, I'll drop kick your cat if you don't stop doing this shit.
Why the fuck you gotta punish my cat for this?
Because he's a pussy. You gotta beat up the pussy.
Oh my god.
Dude, I heard your cat likes T-Series. We gotta go beat it up.
I don't like T-Series.
We have to beat you up. You have to physically beat yourself. No.
Other me doesn't want to beat me. Other me doesn't want to beat me up. It's like, nah, I don't even know what T-Series
We're gonna have like a 7-day schedule. We're gonna stick to as much as we can. We want to get out at least 3 videos a week. 3 videos a week until Boob has to leave for the army, and then I'll try to take over for a little while and keep it going. I'll try to ask other friends to help us too.
I think it might be good for me right now.
We'll try to ask other friends to help us too. Videos and stuff.
Yeah. There will be a 6-month period where I won't be on the channel doing basic and everything else.
Right. I'll do everything I can to keep it going. I'm like, if you message me and stuff.
I'll be sending you letters.
Yeah. I'll use the camera to get a focus in on the letter. I'll have someone like my sister take lipstick and kiss the letter. Make it look gay as hell. They're like, he took lipstick with him to basic? Oh, like, for show. Faux show. Oh, no. How dumb would that be? Like, I open it, and then you watch it on the channel, and you're like, where the fuck did that come from?
I'm gonna kill you. Do you know what? It's sad to say, but it wouldn't surprise me, Joe. It wouldn't surprise me if you feel like that.
Okay, alright, you ready? You ready for this?
For what?
Oh yeah, but we're gonna start updating our stuff. Like we just got this brand new mic and brand new camera, literally today. Today, like literally hours ago for this Black Friday sale.
What? Thank Grandma.
Thank Grandma.
I didn't have anything to do with that. I should probably pay for half that.
I think it's Christmas present for both of us. It's a real early Christmas present.
I think it's to you, not me.
I think it's both of us.
I think
she wants both of us to have the chance to succeed.
Yeah.
Dude, for real, like, I was in tears, man. I was like, I want to do this, dude. I want to do this so bad. Like, we could be so good at this. We're so, like, not to toot our own horn, but we're unironically so stupid funny that we're funny. Like, it's so unfunny.
You toot your own horn there, buddy. I think I'm mentally challenged.
Alright, you ready? You ready for the last topic?
Give me your skin.
Read it.
Oh yeah, why we started this channel?
Why we started the channel. Why would we subjugate ourselves to such trash?
Dude, I don't know, why did we start the channel?
Well, our first goal is gonna be technically our first goal is making the damn channel. Okay, regardless of people watching or not.
I hate that too.
This would be cool.
No, you said regardless of whether people watch it or not. I said ain't that the truth? Because I already have a channel that I can't even get to anymore. This fucking Google won't let me use my shit. You can't transfer my account over. I have to use another account.
Dog. Oh yeah. Real quick recap. If you've never played Kingdom Rush, I think it's Kingdom Rush 2, specifically Kingdom Rush 2. I think that they also made the mention of it in Kingdom Rush 1, but I know for a fact Kingdom Rush 2, when you upgrade the mortars, one of the 2 audio cues it gives when you upgrade the mortars. Oggen. No idea what it means. But I love it. It just rolls off the tongue.
Nah, you know what I love?
You have to say it once.
Nah, you know what I love?
What?
I love the fucking mystery room or the fucking secret room in Battle Block Theater. That music.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, that music was so lit. Oh dude, you know what? Dude, to end this video, that's what you should do. You should go get into the secret room in Battle Block Theater and literally just like sit in the room. Like not even move around, just sit in the room.
Why can't we just look up the song?
Oh, and play it and
I mean, it's already in a game. Everybody's already heard it. Why not?
oh yeah, dude, just pull it up on your phone and we'll play it. We'll play in a second. Oh dude, great song.
I
Great
fucking
song.
love it. It's a great song. It's just playing and having fun. You just hear that shit. It's like, oh.
But
Nice.
what did we start the channel for, dude?
I think we started because it'd be fun. I mean, we already hang out, we play games all the time. I kind of figured I mean, we kind of. I mean, I
We were
thought
playing games for a long time. We were playing games together for a long ass time, man.
I mean, we would have like, we would get,
Dude, we have literally
arguments.
thousands of hours on the channel already. We had done this like when we first started.
Oh, and the arguments that we had were fucking
The
hilarious.
dumbest, dude. We argue about the dumbest.
It is absolutely hilarious. I mean, I went back and listened to some of our arguments from the beginning. I was laughing my ass off.
It was a big mistake. Big
It
mistake.
was so bad. It was so bad. That Enderman's having a bad day.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with him? He's just constantly walking. See, the problem is, when is he gonna walk? When is he? Oh, 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 oh. Run! Run!
No.
Wait, no, wait, Bill, get back up there. Dude, wait, he can't have died on land though. So you gotta go look for the Ender Pearl and the.
He died on land.
No. He had to die in the water.
No.
So you gotta go look
Drew.
for the Ender Pearl and the XP.
Drew, you do realize it's raining right now.
Right, but I don't think the rain will kill him. I think it's just water. Are you sure?
I'm
I've
positive.
never seen rain hurt an Ender.
You just saw it. Why do you think he was freaking out like that?
Because he was constantly teleporting off the island into.
Why would he constantly do that? No, it's because water is falling on him. And he is freaking the fuck out. Because water is on
Wait,
his
dude, stop, dude, on your right.
Okay, yeah. I don't. But Drew, I don't have. It's not.
No, dude, directly below you.
Yeah. Right
No, behind you. No, look right there. It's right there.
Oh,
Jesus. Jesus, Yamama pizzas.
Well, no, too worried about it. What you do?
Let's escapado.
Phantasma. You know what that means?
No.
Yes.
Oh, you mean phantasm?
No, phantasma.
You mean phantasm?
No, phantasma.
How's it spelled, Bill?
Phantasma.
I said, how is it spelled, Bill?
F-A-N-T. I just can't spell it all.
F-A-N.
Spanish!
F-A-N-T. A-S-M.
No, Z.
Phantasm.
No, phantasma.
Bro, what language? Okay, to start off with.
Spanish!
To start off with, the word that I'm thinking of is a P-H-A-N-T-A-S-A-M.
No, the one that I'm saying is F.
Fuck me.
Fuck you too.
Well,
Nah, but phantasma means ghost.
but this is why we started this channel. Because we're absolute douchebags to each other. It's really fun.
It is, because we always end up getting best friends at the end of it, so it doesn't really matter how we act.
We're absolute dicks.
Well, we completely fuck each other over all the time. No, I probably should have reworded that way, but it's funny. I can't run, so skeleton, and shot.
So,
What?
me looking into the camera while you're talking. Alright, so. Alright, you about ready? You about ready to tap it off?
Tap it off? What do you mean?
Well, that's all three of our topics for today.
No.
So I looked up a bunch of extra shit for this week. This is our first week trying it, so dude, you're gonna die.
I know, man.
Don't lose all your stuff.
What's stuck?
All that.
What's stuck? What's stuck? I'm back home.
You just climbed out of a coffin. Impressive.
I crushed those ass.
You just climbed out of a coffin. No, you're dead.
Well, that's unexpected.
You put that here.
Bye.
Alright, so
Bye.
in the future, or when we do these in the future, we're gonna have more stuff that we have researched. Hopefully, we're gonna be able to make the stream run a lot smoother. Yeah, relax on that.
Never!
Dude, you got 4 hands now. You can take a second, relax.
I'm gonna go fucking murder this man.
Alright, but I'm trying to talk.
He has a teddy bear mask. I have to murder him.
You better start juking or something, boy. You are getting hammered right now. This dude's making you look like a freaking... Are you the nail? Because he's hammering you. You better get up, son. Before he starts to heal.
Heal his skeleton. What's he gonna heal?
His bones. He's gonna drink some milk. You ever seen One Piece? Dude, you gotta sink down there and kill his ass.
He's going too far now.
Oh, dude, go kill him. You take him now. You take him now. Yeah, he can't fight back now. Yeah, he's not so smart now, is he? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, get that face mask too. We're gonna need that later for our sex dungeon. Got him. Get him. No! All I gave you was a bone! Don't make the gay joke. Don't do it! Skeleton turtles, bro.
And you're the one that made the gay joke, not me.
Hook, line, and sinker. No, okay, yeah, but when we do this in the future, we're gonna have more stuff. It's gonna be more well researched. Hopefully, we're able to fix our streams and stuff with help in the future. I mean, just for the gameplay specifically, like for the video. So that way, it's not visual aids like I'm watching on the stream right now.
Oh Jesus! Jesus, I'm sorry.
Dude, you know, honestly, at this point, I almost feel like it would be better if we just took the camera and recorded the damn TV. If we just recorded the TV, do you think it would run smoother? Wait. See if it runs smoother on. Wait here, hand me the controller. I'll move it. You hold it. Watch this be better.
We're not recording this. I gotta fix that.
Holy shit, you have a face? I thought that you were all masked. Dude, we've known each other a long time. I've never seen your real face.
That sucks.
He's like, get that out of here. Oh, they can't even see the freaking TV. No, are you kidding me?
Look!
Oh, wait, it's autofocusing. It's adjusting. Which one's better? The camera or the actual gameplay? I'm dead.
I think the gameplay.
Oh, really? You think the gameplay's better than the camera? Double wagon? Bill, he did drop it. Oh, Bill, it's sex dungeon time. Dude, wait. Oh no, I need that bone too. Because we got a bone over here. Bill, why can't I? Oh yeah, boy. Here we go. Sex dungeon time. Hey, Bill, you already know. Look, I'm bringing a bone in. Dude, hey, flip this thing off the camera back. You're about to get boned. Flip it around, boy. Land or sea. Why did it have to drop the mask?
I don't know.
Why did it have to drop the mask?
Is this?
Look at kind of. Oh, it's just a normal arrow. Here you go. Here, you can take this back. You want to flip the camera back around to us? So it's not visual aids.
Oh, okay.
Brother.
That's okay.
Brother.
This is not good.
Oh, I can't believe. Okay, dude. Okay, so you gotta take the one. I'm dead. You gotta take the tripod and you gotta twist it back down first. Dude, okay, hold on. First off, let me show you something. Here, hand it to me.
I already did it.
You fixed it?
Yeah.
Okay, then you put the camera on top of it and you screw it back on. No, you can just take the gray piece at the bottom and screw that on. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that ceiling shot. Sexy ceiling shot. Come on. Boy! God dang it, God. How many times have I told you? God dang it, God.
Okay.
That's some quality ceiling shot.
I know, right? That light looks so good.
Quality ceiling shot.
Don't you love that chrome?
That chrome dome. Make the ice long, slow, and
Oh,
flow.
this one. My skin is made of chrome.
And my blood is gasoline.
Nah. This boy.
Alright, so, yeah, also,
how we get out of
next
this?
episode, so right now, we're about to end this, after he plays the music, of course.
Which I will pull up right now.
But we're going to end this with 3 questions. And when we start the next episode, somewhere in the beginning, we're going to work in a couple of the answers that you guys gave us and our own personal answers to the questions. The first one is, you ready for this?
Yeah.
What kind of cult would you like to start? Any kind of cult. Any kind of cult. For you, we gotta save it for next week, okay? Any kind of cult, okay? Anything will do. Trans-age cult, transgender cult, sex cult, Jesus. A kinder gender cult. No.
Seagrass cult.
People who like Fallout 76 cult. That could be a cult. People who like Fallout 76.
That game is pure hell. So.
It looks so bad. It looks so bad. Unfortunately, we just got a free download for it via this mic right here. So, woohoo! Woohoo!
That ain't gonna be me. Lost.
Yeah. So leave some answers down in the comments below, and we're gonna put that at the beginning of the next video. I don't know what more to say. The second question. What would be the worst name to give a child? We're talking any name. What would be the worst name to give a child? And you know, it'd be appreciated if you can put that in the comments down below with a reason. Put a reason why it's the worst name. Don't just leave a name and no reason. Don't be like Spartacus and then expect me to put your answer in the next video. If you say Spartacus, and like if you put a badass name and no reason why it sucks, why you wouldn't give it to a child, I'm gonna be like, this cunt. Like, are you about to say Spartacus?
I wouldn't go to that extreme on calling you cunt. I'd just go.
Imagine someone putting in a sweet name and then not giving a reason why it's the worst name.
I'd say that's half-assed, not like cunt move.
No.
Cunt is a very
well, to be clear,
harsh
if they
word.
put Spartacus in there and then they don't give a reason right now, then they're a cunt because I already said it. And somebody who comments Spartacus just go out of their way and be like, you bastard, I called you out on it. It's probably gonna be Mickey anyways. So.
I mean, Malcolm, exactly. I hate that. I was gonna say that.
Okay, and then the third question right now. The absolute worst. The worst of the worst.
He's gonna hide.
The worst of the worst questions that we could possibly ask. At least this week, that they'll found. Been about Bo Jim Job Jr. You ready, Bob?
Ask away.
Is cereal after it's been placed in milk?
A soup.
Soup. Once you put cereal in milk, is it soup? Is it soup?
Watch everybody go after me now for that.
Look up the definition.
No. We're asking for opinions.
Look up for the definition.
We're asking
of soup.
for opinions.
Yeah. They have to give their opinion after they've been educated. So they have to look up the definition of soup, and then once they know the definition of soup, they have to answer: is cereal in milk soup? Is it soup? Once you put the weedy grains of cereal into milk. No, milk. Milk is a liquid. Don't forget it's a liquid.
How about water?
Is cereal in milk soup?
I can't
Polarizing questions. Polarizing. This is groundbreaking shit.
Dude. Whatever you say, buddy.
Whatever you say. Dude, you gotta turn on your TV, dude.
No.
Alright, you ready to play music?
Yeah.
Alright, here's where this is how we're gonna send it off after we play this dope ass song, dude. When we were playing Battle Block Theater, this song came on. Dude, I was busting beats. Like I'm pretty sure we failed the level the first time because I started busting a beat when we got into the extra. Dude, I know for a fact we failed that extra room. And you immediately made us restart because I accidentally landed on the exit button. And you were like, this bastard. What?
Nothing.
What do you say?
He has something to say about translate.
What do you say?
He was going on my phone. Trying
What?
to get my attention. I told him to stop texting because it was in the middle of the stream.
Okay. What about the song?
I'll play it.
Okay.
I was saying Matthew's not there something to say. I don't know.
Oh, is he still...
I don't know if he's still watching it or not. I'm not even looking at...
What's his text? Tell me what it tells you.
Billy, when to be on the stream, I'm watching it to get my opinion through the phone on trans age. Okay, Bill, I remember that I actually have something to say about trans age people. Like, within a minute. He was like something like 1 minute.
Has he texted you since then?
No. And it's been a while now, so. On to the song. I fucking love that. It's just in the form of games.
Dude, it's just random shit. They're just throwing out random words.
It's not words. What do you mean words? It's random sounds. Mentally disabled, yes. I mean, like insane people, baby.
How about also, when we do the next video, we'll have Mouthy give his opinion on it.
Alright.
I hope you hear that, Mouthy. Mouthy, next video, we'll let you give your opinion on trans age. We're sorry we missed your text before. No. Technically, it was just Bill, though.
I don't know what you said.
Right under the bus.
I don't know what you said, so I don't care.
Technically, it was just Bill that missed your text stuff.
I missed him on purpose.
Right under the bus.
I mean, I missed him on purpose. I told him to stop texting me, so.
What do you write in the comment section? You write some terrible things.
Oh no, he was completely trash talking me the entire time.
Me?
Yeah.
Let me see.
We'll see it once we cut off the stream.
Wait, can I see it on your phone? Like, can you see the comment section?
Please, yeah, just gotta get back to that.
Dude. Turn on your phone.
So I can't scroll up and down. We'll have to look at him through the chat. We cut the stream off. Or we can look at them now. We can go through the stream now. I mean...
Oh yeah, you're ready to... Alright, you ready to end it?
I'm ready if you want to see the stream. You want to film Malky into the bus here?
You ready?
You want to film Malky into the bus?
No, we'll do it after. Alright. Alright. See you guys.
Hold on.
Be the end of the first episode.
End of the first episode.
Yeah. The end of the first episode. I thought we were about to call it. You ready to end it?
We are about to call it.
Yeah. So...
End of the first episode. I mean, the gameplay was absolutely terrible.
But the conversation, hopefully the conversation makes up for the gameplay, okay? Dude, I'm telling you, I put time and effort into thoroughly, like, trying to get through these topics. Specifically Trans Age. Trying to get through Trans Age.
Yeah.
Like... It's rough, dude.
I think I know the problem is with.
What's that? NANI?
It's still picking up sound from the computer itself.
Oh, is that what that little bit of humming in the background?
Yeah, that's the humming. So I'll work on fixing that. Sorry for the humming noise. I've been trying to fix it for a while. I haven't found the right configuration yet.
Bill.
I'll play with it for a
It's
while.
so kawaii.
Who, me?
No, so kawaii.
I'm
sorry.
confused. I don't know what that means.
You know what kawaii means?
No.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay, so I guess this is the end of the video. See you, fuckers.
Stop. He didn't mean it. He's a liar. He did not mean that.